Welcome, adventurers, to the Drunken Dragon! Hey, Terror, how are you?
I am doing very, very well. I'm drinking a nice bottle of Amstel. I know you don't like it very much, but it's a beer all the same.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
looking forward
fine.
to I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in the chat. There's currently 51 people here, which is awesome. It's great to see some well-known faces from the Discord in the chat and some not so common people. So yeah, thank you to everyone for being here. It's awesome.
We're so happy. Well, let me introduce myself. Let's introduce Terror. Let's introduce the dev team in general. Hello everyone. I am Blerik. I'm the founder and creative director of Drunken Dragon Games. And yeah, and I guess the guild master of this wonderful guild of adventurers. Terror, please tell us about yourself.
Well, me, little old me, I am the community manager here, dealing with all your community troubles or good things, and also do a little bit of content creation, doing some streams and some other things that we might find out a little bit about later today. And yeah, I'm here just to make sure that all you guys are A, behaving in chat, and B, looking after you guys and making sure that any questions you have right at the end of the stream, we'll get some of those noted down and then we can ask Vedic and see what he thinks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this super much.
Awesome. And also we have here our very passionate and skillful developer team. Some of you might recognize Ferraz, our art director. Hey Ferraz, how are you?
Hey, hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this great, awesome event. We're so excited to show what we've been working on. I think you guys are going to be very, very pleased. And thank you also the team for being here. Like everybody came and
Yeah,
it's all dressed up. Woo!
just look at
Oh,
them. So
yay,
handsome
team.
and they're amazing. Just look at it. We have different adventurers. I love this because this looks definitely like a Drunken Dragon Tavern. We're all different adventurers. We have the dark mage, the pirate. What are you, Lima? It's more like a rogue, right?
It's some kind of combination
of rogue and pirate.
Yeah.
Awesome. And also, our friends from the more eastern side, Luke and Maite. We even got all the same. Oh, this is awesome. And Killer, you're looking amazing, man. Also, you, Terror.
Terror? Oh, is that like
yeah, Alyssa wanted to see. Yeah, Alyssa wanted to see my shirt because I'm useless and I don't do any cosplay stuff and I've never done it before and I didn't have much time to prprepare and because I've been in isolation I've not been able to go out and buy anything, but I am wearing a medieval looking shirt from a band that I like.
Yes, from what is the genre? It's Dungeon Synth, right?
Dungeon Synth, yeah, a band called Fief, Fief. If you like sort of ambient medieval music, check it out, Fief.
And you compose some of yourself. People also should go check out your Twitter and your handle.
That's the one. Yeah, just terahertz. All my music links are in my bio, so yeah, just terahertz there.
Yeah, good stuff.
And I was so impressed with the video that people share here in the other channel. You have like such an amazing voice. I was like picturing all these like adventurers and like things where you were singing. I was like, oh, we can do this and we can do that, and then like adventurers come in and they fight with the swords, and it's such an inspiration to hear your song.
Just for a bit of context for the chat, I shared a video of myself singing. Me and my friend did a little project about 3 years ago for our other friend, like a cover of a League of Legends song, and I shared it amongst the dev team, and that's what Ferris is talking about. Maybe if you all behave yourself, I might share it in the chat later. We'll have to wait and see.
But I gotta say, my favorite of all of us is El Alejandro, because I don't know if you guys know, but he's a frog. He's an actual frog. He actually appears in the game. We'll check him out later. So he's our in-game developer, who will. It's epic. All right, awesome. Well, what are we here for, Terror? Today is a special day, isn't it?
Yes, something to do with a game, I think it is. I'm not too sure.
man.
I've not heard much about it, really.
I thought we were just here to show off our amazing cosplays.
I know, I've definitely won that one. But no, we're here to look at the hard work that we've all from the dev team been putting in over the last sort of 3, 4, 5 months, maybe even longer for Ferras and Vledic. But we're gonna hopefully show you guys some real cool stuff, and also get you involved in a few things as well today. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Today is a very special day indeed, and well, I know that some of you have probably seen already our old live streams. We every month we update the community with what we've been doing, but there's probably a lot of new faces. So first, let me introduce who we are. But for that, let me jump right into the game. All right. So we are the Drunken Dragon. Our mission is to create an epic universe to experience and share our love for fantasy. And we are here to create a game, but beyond that, we're here to create a whole fantasy universe. It's been already a great journey to be with the community that we've been creating slowly but surely. And when I say we, the Drunken Dragon, I don't mean just the developer team or me and Ferras and Terror. I mean all of us. I've been really humbled by the amazing community that it has formed around the Drunken Dragon. The Drunken Dragon will always be a celebration of adventure, fantasy, and community, and diversity, and acceptance, and empathy. So I'm really, really happy and super excited to finally deliver something for the first time. Something super important is that we're very committed to quality, to community involvement, and to transparency. And the way in which we show that commitment is by delivering early access to the game and the products that we're creating. I want this to be a shared adventure between not just the developers, but everyone who wishes to join us. This whole thing has always been and will always be about adventure and community, and just us being nerds together and enjoy fantasy, because it's something absolutely beautiful. So let me just, we're gonna jump right into the game soon, but let me just set some expectations first. The game that we're trying to create is not a simple one. Game development takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and we have really skillful artists and developers, but the adventure ahead is a long one. So we've chosen to create these smaller steps in which we throw stuff that is already useful for the community, is already enjoyable and valuable to the community, but something that is still not the version 1.0 of the game that we want to create. This is so that we can keep receiving feedback from you, so that this is truly a shared adventure. So what you'll have here is then again an alpha. That means you'll most surely will encounter some bugs, you'll encounter some still unrefined things, will make you part of some tests on gameplay, etc. So please do not take this as the final product that we're creating. Take it as then again as an opportunity to be part of this trip, a part of this adventure. You can be. We're all very active in Discord, You have Terror there and all the innkeepers constantly answering questions, but also receiving feedback. Actually, this last month we also created what we call the Council of Elronidas, which was previously an undisclosed group, but of course I'm happy to talk about it. It is a group of chosen members of the community in which we are throwing early ideas and some wild ideas to them, so that they can give us like early feedback to where we're going, etc. So I hope that with these words I've set expectations clear. We're first gonna deliver to you a place, a home for your collection to live, and a place for you to start imagining. The way in which we measure success on what we're creating is if we provoke imagination in you. So this is truly something that we created out of love, out of love to fantasy, out of passion from the community, and being adventurers also means we are pioneers also in technology. I think it's also super exciting to be creating this from the ground up, thinking about blockchain and NFTs, etc. We really think that creating fantasy experiences can be massively empowered by blockchain and the liberties that NFTs and generally blockchain technology provides. So I hope, I really hope you guys like what we've created here. We've put so much time, effort, and passion here. Several members of the team, of the development team, actually worked extra hours on the weekend just for you. This is not something that I asked from them. This is something that they were passionate enough to immediately jump into this commitment that I'm telling you that we all have. So I'm really proud of the development team, and I really hope that you like what we have to show you. This is just the beginning, so please be part of the conversation. Go to Discord and tell us what you like, what you don't like, and how we can improve. But without further ado, let's show you the game. So first, the very first experience starts with something like a pool.pm. For those who are familiar with Cardano, this is normally the way in which you will visualize your collection. But we're taking the pool.pm experience and making it Drunken Dragon. So that means that you set for now you set a receiving address, and then you'll have access to your collection. So let's start building something together. This is what we promised in the roadmap. First, we're doing this, what we call the fish tank experience. So you have your collection and you're able to create a fantasy tavern with it. So Terror, what should we start with?
I'm gonna say wall torch.
Wall torch, of course.
We know you'll have a wall torch, Felix, so yeah, get that on the wall.
Let's search for it. Here you go.
Shout out to the Torch Gang, of course.
The very first official pixel tile to be set on the tower is a wall torch.
It's gotta be.
And forever, this will be the corner of the very first wall torch. Awesome. Probably some table for the adventurers to play.
There it is. There it is. No.
What else? Tell me, Terror. What should we put? What interesting character should we... I know there's a popular character and someone that a tavern really needs to function.
Oh, is there a is it an no, a tavern maiden? Tavern maiden, I think we should.
Yeah, beer slime, right? All right. Tavern made. Sorry if I make a. I'm a good developer, not a good stand-up comedian. So I apologize for my bad jokes.
That's why you've got me here. I can make the jokes. Or look like a joke, either one.
All right, let's put some heart. Of course, we need some drinks to serve. Let's put the maiden to work, and probably a place for everyone to serve themselves. Awesome. What else? Heart.
Needs a bar or something. Is there a bar there? Get a bar up there. Get the innkeeper behind that bar.
Oh, definitely.
Cleaning the glasses, changing the pipes.
We still are missing the rooms and some furniture for the rooms, but that will definitely come next year. Let's search for the innkeeper. Blah, blah, blah. Here it is. What else? I don't know. What does the chat says? Chat, tell us what should we play?
We've got someone saying barman, which I think you're already doing. The Crimson Demon to give a blessing to the house. That's Samuraman. He wants a Crimson Demon knocking about there somewhere.
This is one of my favorite adventurers.
There you go.
I don't know if she's of age, but she probably wants a beer. Also, what about we make the back room? Oh, and some decorations. I mean, you gotta store stuff, right?
We definitely need some tavern stalls in there, otherwise there's going to be nowhere to sit. So let's get some tavern stalls in there as well.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Some... Well, we have plentiful, so... It's in case there's a big party, right?
It's a big party in here. Got 76 people here, so hey to everyone in the chat. Tell us what you want to see in the tavern, and Vladik will put it in there for you. Bear rug, of course. That's just come up.
Oh yeah, make it cozy.
Oh,
nice
yeah.
and cozy.
We also want to see about another 4 or 5 wall torches, maybe 6.
Maybe 10.
Maybe double that. Let's put as many as you can on the wall.
Well, we have 536, so
Yeah, you go nuts.
there's plenty.
Definitely want some. What other ideas have we got here? A quest board. We need to find out what we're questing. So yeah, grab that, put that on the wall.
Oh yeah, otherwise our adventurers will be jobless.
And Vimtir, of course, is asking for a rogue. I wonder why that could be.
A rogue?
He wants a rogue in there, doesn't he? Because it looks like him.
Let's go for a Vimtir.
Yeah, I can see the lights all going up now on my stream, so I can see you're dedicated to the wall torch. That's fantastic.
It's number 1 Vimtir.
Yep.
Alright, awesome. The legendary. Oh, the whole set of the legendary.
Yeah, I think we need to get a Lars in there as well, knocking about. Get him in the corner, chilling out.
Awesome. Awesome. But you know what, Terror? This is great. But soon we're gonna be on holiday seasons, right? Or we're in holiday season, so.
Oh yeah, it's December, right? What's it? How many days? 5 days till Christmas Day.
Yeah, just 5, right? So.
Hmm.
What about some Christmas? Or like how we call it in Valia, New Light.
Have you got any of those Christmas trees they speak about?
What about this? Isn't it beautiful?
Oh yeah.
Just Just check. This Christmas tree was made by Safstar. On everything that we do, we try to make you guys create something that will really tell some deep fantasy, and we wanted to bring Christmas to the tavern. So for us was like, okay, what will adventurers give to each other? And of course it had to be some weapons. Here's
Safstar's done an amazing job on the art here. It looks absolutely fantastic, but I've got no idea what those presents are. No idea.
Yeah, there's a little guy up here, right? A bit mischievous.
Very much so.
I think he came from this egg over here. Alright, this is already looking pretty epic. And then let's just show them around a bit. We wanted to bring you guys the guys and gals. The tavern, a place for you to place all your stuff. But also we wanted to then again show you that we really want to create not just a game but a whole universe. So that's why we spent a lot of hours. We have really awesome artists here. Huge kudos to Luke, the artist that led the development of the in-game art. He, together with Enkian, Safstar, and Killer Kun, they made a really epic outdoors. Just look at that.
I was going to say, like I can say, from someone who wasn't behind the scenes 2 months ago to someone that now is, the amount of work that these guys put in behind the scenes is absolutely incredible. The amount of things that you see floating in the chat every day, talking about all the different nuances and all the different sort of small details that really, really stand out. They think about every single little one of them and float them around the team, and they talk about it constantly non-stop. So yeah, that's why it's come out so fantastically well, is because of the hard work and the dedication that these guys have kind of put in.
Definitely. It's every day. Sorry, every day. Everyone is putting really their heart into this project. I think I'm really happy that we were able to gather this amazing team, which is not just skillful, but we all love fantasy. So I think it's Ferraz, or our director, that every day he tells us, I just love my job. This is just beautiful. So, this is great, right? But it wouldn't be Christmas if we didn't have a nice present or surprise. So, I would like to give you guys a small preview of what we have for our next collection of adventurers. That's Series 2, coming Q1, Q2 of next year. So we prepared something special for this event. I would like to introduce you to our first of 5 legendary adventurers for the Season 2 of Drunken Dragon Kyrian Kingdoms. She is Rey. She is our first legendary character. And I would love to tell you why it is legendary and what's special about her. But what about we let her tell that, or let Terror tell that to all of you.
The heavy door of a much-needed shelter opens, without disturbance to the lively chattering inside the inn. A tall carrier woman enters, while sweeping the snow from her shoulders and removing the hood of her black cloak, just to reveal an even blacker long hair shaved on one side, messy, dirty, and part of it tinted red. Some would guess to be the blood splattered from the shield bash of the iron kite shield that she places calmly upon the weapon rack at the entrance of the inn. Each step she takes makes the wood under her thick boots squeak, and as the cloak opens, it exposes a body completely covered with black leather armour. Her armour was drenched in scratches, used parts, and dry blood that revealed it had served her in battle many times before. The innkeeper, as he notices her entrance, turns to her. Welcome to Luxon's Rest. As he notices the shield she put on the weapons rack, he inquires, Are you just another adventurer heading for the lost riches of the dwarves? Well, if it's information you seek about the state of Caledon, then there are a few here who have barely returned alive from the wraiths and devilish creatures that inhabit that underground kingdom, he says as he searches between the crowd. The muscly woman finally leans over to the bar and smiles at the innkeeper. No, my friendly innkeeper, we have not come to Cithrabel's End Pass to search for adventure, nor do we wish to cross to the land of the mages. No, we are in search for those who trade uncommon goods, the type of goods, you'd rather keep from the sight of your common guard. Do you host any smugglers? And to this question, the innkeeper immediately displays a face reflecting his disturbance. And after a second attention, he speaks. Well, I must admit, there are a few shady folk that sleep under my roof. Cithrabel's End Pass, with its well-known dangers, attracts those who wish to be, kept in the shadows and away from sight of the main road. But I never would have guessed that smugglers would take this route. I'm sorry I've not already asked, but what is your name? And to this question, the enormous warrior ignores it, as with one eye she has detected that which reveals her prey. A scarification on the head of a man having a conversation at the end of the tavern, revealed by the trade of coin he just made with a mysterious human wearing a beautifully carved orange fox mask. The warrior tosses a big pouch of coin in front of the innkeeper without removing the sight of her prey, and he inquires, What's this for? As he starts building up fear within. And she says, For the collateral damage to your inn. And before he's able to even muster enough courage to request clarification, the warrior whistles with her fingers so loud that the whole tavern comes to a complete and sudden halt. As everyone turns their head to find the source of the noise, the face of the man with the scarification turns dead white, and before anyone can reach for their hidden blades, a spinning and massive iron warhammer smashes through the window, landing on and destroying a wooden table, quickly followed by a female gnome with similar black leather armour. She lands to quickly hold her warhammer again and break into hundreds of pieces the ribcage of a man with a similar scarification that was just about to reach for his dagger. At the same time, 2 crossbow bolts land at the faces of his companions as an Athalan female graciously lands from the ceiling with a similar black cloak and 2 short crossbows already loaded in her palms. The man who finished the trade stands up, and as he looks to his business partner, he utters, "This was not part of the deal." The masked man responds, "Where are the goods?" As the former tries to escape, he whispers in anger, "The cult shall know about this." The large warrior picks up her heavy kite shield and throws it as if it was a throwing axe, of which the bladed edge of the shield lands on the door that the cursing man was quickly approaching, closing it as with his scalping opportunity. "Well, I've got no time for this," he screams while he stabs his dagger into the nearest unlucky traveller at the inn. Blood spills and a dark spell is cast, and the prey of the hunter quickly disappears into the black shadows. The warrior rages and screams, "Thalas, Arin, let us clean up and find them." And to this command, the she-elf and the gnome start brawling those who are revealed to be the escorts of the cultist. Arin, the pink-haired gnome, hits the cultist so hard with her warhammer that the projectile man crushes a chair and a shelf with now shattered wine bottles. Thalas, the elf of dark purple skin, keeps firing her crossbow while doing almost unnecessary acrobatics to dodge the slashes of the furious cultists. The now enraged warrior clears her way, fist-fighting anyone that crosses her path, and she makes her way towards the table where the man with the fox mask sits. First, she dodges a dagger and hits the mouth of the stomach of her aggressor, leaving him on the ground in so much pain and gasping for air. Then, like a nimble wrestler, and with the 3-fist combo, she knocks out her next attacker. Finally, a woman as tall, muscly, and big as her stands before the warrior. This new challenger wears a panther mask that covers most of her face but her mouth. which displays a smirk that reflects the enthusiasm for what's to come. The warrior receives the first blow to her face, followed by a rapid spree of fists to the stomach, which she barely knocks back with her arms closed tight to her chest. One of the attacks of the masked woman misses by just a notch, and it leaves an opening, and the warrior reacts quickly and takes her opportunity. She grips her opponent's wrist with one hand, and with the other arm counterattacks with an elbow that hits right to the head. The mask cracks, and her opponent takes one step back as she is now dizzy and almost stunned. The warrior takes no chances and jumps in the air, giving a finishing blow that lands with all her weight. The wooden floor underneath, the mask, and her opponent's skull cracks on impact. Her final and worthy opponent lies on the ground, unconscious, bleeding, and with the mask split in two. The dust after the battle leaves the tavern with a sudden calm, as three apparent queens of brawling send the cultists back to their god's hands. Their leader finally approaches the table of the now calm man with the fox mask. "Where are they?" the warrior asks in a threatening tone. "You and your scummy companions interrupted before I could receive the package. But surely it must be nearby. You know that the conclave won't approve of this. You will regret denying our clients of their pleasures." The warrior immediately loses her patience, rages, and throws the table between them several meters away, gripping with her thick fingers a neck hidden behind the mask. She yells to the smuggler, "They are not things. Tell your clients to find their pleasure in something else," and immediately hits him to the head so hard that he loses consciousness, a pair of teeth, and splits the mask and the chair where he sat. Thelas, the short-haired ranger, approaches her leader. "They must be around," she says with urgency. Arin turns to the innkeeper, and with an unfitting childish hop, she jumps up to the tavern bar to find a scared-to-death innkeeper. And she kindly inquires, "Friendly innkeeper, if you were a vile human trafficker, cultist of the god of death, keeper of souls, unproperly nourished, and fool enough to guide us to you, where would you hide a handful of young fair maidens to be traded like chickens to a butcher?" The innkeeper mumbles away, almost undistinguishably. "They must be in the room outside the inn. It must be in the back of the stable." And with this, the gnome with the ponytail bows and thanks him. And to this, the other two start running without losing any instant. The stable doors open violently as the dust and moonlight reveal the shape of the three unsung heroines. 5 girls inside start crying their millionth tear of despair and unmatched fear. Some of these girls too young to live through the doom that was just prevented. The 6th and the eldest child, but still fairly young of them all, isn't crying. She stands overcoming her fears, inspired only by the love for her newly created friends. "Why are they doing this to us? Please take me, but let the young ones go back to their family. They've suffered so much already in the merciless lands of Theoden." But she suddenly recognises that these 3 women in front of her are not her captors, and that their facial expressions are that of tenderness and compassion. "Who are you?" she asks as the tall leader of the warriors approaches her and kneels in front of her. "I'm Ray, and we are the Dead Queen, and you're now safe." And to this, the courage and fear abandons the young girl, and she breaks into tears that she'd held for so long, tossing herself into the arms of her saviour.
All right. So, did you guys like it? It's you have such a good voice for this. Thank you very much for doing this.
Thank you. I'm sorry you had to hear my voice for 10 minutes, but I really hope you enjoyed the content because the story was well written by Vladik there, and I hopefully portrayed it exactly how he would have wanted it. So yeah, we're getting some nice comments in chat there. So yeah, appreciate it, guys. Much appreciated.
Yeah, I think I really hope that this works as we did this because of several reasons. First of all, because we want to start telling the story behind the world that we're creating. Then again, I must repeat, we're not creating a game, we're not creating a crypto project, we're creating a fantasy universe. The game and the blockchain and the NFTs, they're just a way for us to experience the universe that we're creating. And we want to fill it with all these stories that we have prepared for you. We've been working really hard on the lore, on we want to everything that we create to start to become an experience for you to experience this universe that we're creating. And I hope that this is not just a universe that we, the developer team, are creating, but that eventually will be extended by the experiences that you have in our game and by your contributions in Discord, etc. So this is for us to show you what we really mean with this project, and to create something special for the legendaries that come in the next series. We have planned 4 legendary adventurers, and each one of them will have its own storyline. And I hope you guys stick the months ahead for us to show you the storylines that we're preparing. But besides the storylines that we're doing, I'm also excited. I also was very, very happy to read the stories that you, the members of the community, are also writing around the world that we're starting to create. Then again, together, not just the development team, but us, the community, the Drunken Dragon. So Terror had the amazing idea to create a contest, and well, today we have the results. So tell us, Terror.
Do. So yes, just to make everyone aware, this was very, very hard to choose from. Every single submission was honestly so good. Like, we really enjoyed reading all your submissions, and to that end, to the people that didn't finish in the middle places, we are going to be sending you a common pixel tile just as a thank you to putting your time and effort into sending us your stories. And I think you really deserve whatever one you get. It's obviously up to Vledic which common one he sends, but he'll be sending one over to you. If you could please, everyone who does win anything today, which is all of you, send me your wallet address and I will make a little spreadsheet and then send it to Vledic to send you over your pixel tile. So yes, everyone who entered the writing contest, you will win a common pixel tile apart from the winners, and they are, and I'm going to start in 4th place because we couldn't decide a top 3 because they were so good that we've gone for a 4th place. And for the 4th place, we're going to add a extra uncommon pixel tile for you. And the winner of the 4th place is Rastrol with the story The Eternal Winter. So well done, Rastrol. You have come 4th place. Congratulations. An uncommon pixel tile will be coming your way as soon as I get your address. So send me a DM.
Let me interrupt super fast. I think we had to put this one on 4th place because I think it was a really interesting way. I mean, the ending, I really like the ending. Like, we are gonna post the stories on Discord, so please guys go and check them out because they're really, really cool. And I feel really inspired by what you're writing, and hopefully in the future we'll find a way to start integrating hopefully the stories that you write also into the game. No promises, but this is something that I would love to see as well. But once we post them, please go and read them. I would like to just give like a super brief summary of each one of these stories as you announce them. But This one is really hard to summarize without spoiling, but the only thing that I can say is that I didn't expect the ending, in the sense that what is revealed in the end. So I really like the format.
I really like the setting of this one as well.
Yeah.
I like the whole setting and the whole vibe that I got from it, which is why I put it into the sort of top 4. Third place is going to our lovely Trevor and Alyssa from the Never Engine, who made an awesome story called The Unbound Visions. You are the winner of a Photonist Master Sorcerer, so congratulations, well done. Loved your story. Vledik, what have you got to say about this one?
Well, this is a story of, let's say, it's a short story about the beginning of an adventure. So I like this one because it integrates a lot of the pixel tiles. So they took several of our pixel tiles and integrated them into the story. And also the Imperial Bunny, she was like really happy because she appears as well. And I hope that Alice and Trevor write more about this. It'd be interesting because they just give the beginning of something. So it leaves you with wanting to know more.
Yeah, definitely, and those guys are awesome too. We've been having a few DMs of late, and we're going to sort out a Dungeons and Dragons night one day. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Right, second place. We have got the lovely Andrew, who wrote it wasn't really like a story. It really, really reminded me of like when you play the game Resident Evil and you go into the sort of like the hotel and you pick up someone's journal and you read what they've gone through for the past sort of 30 days. So it was kind of that sort of vibe, and it was called The Origin of the Killer Bees. So yeah, congratulations, Andrew. You win a Tavern Maiden. So yeah, well done. Vledik, what's your thoughts?
Well, what I really loved about this one is the format, because as you said, it's the format of the short. It's the format of the short story is entries of a journal of a mage that goes into isolation to work in his research, and the terrible things that come out from that. I really like the format as in you're reading the entries of our journal, because it's extremely immersive. I mean, I loved it because it was really, really immersive. So it had like this slightly like terror theme to it, which really fit. And I at the beginning, it was, the title regarding the killer bees, because we have some monsters in the game it's a pixel tile called the Killer Bees, and I was really curious about what was going to come out from that, and I was really, really impressed. So I loved the format because it was really immersive, and he even like chose a place, a location in the map that we revealed. Then again, took some pixel tiles and created something really cool. So. Loved it. It was hard to choose also like first and second place. In general, all of them, but in the end, it was first and second place was like probably the hardest for me.
And the winner is it's Blarg with The Last Light, and I can kind of relate to this one because the Paladin was my first ever character on World of Warcraft. So shout out to Blarg, who's the winner of a Mystical Orb of Evil. A great submission. Again, why we put it in the top of the leaderboard. So Vledik, what do you think of this one, the Last Light?
Then again, a lot of pixel tiles into the story. Locations on the map that we disclosed and revealed before. Then again, it felt like lore full. What I really like about this one is that it was really like a small adventure from beginning to end, and also the ending of this adventure was really cool. And he also made some reference to the World of Warcraft, which I also liked. So it really felt like an adventure, so I enjoyed it a lot. Plus, while I was reading all of these short stories, I set some a Lord of the Rings like ambience music on the back, so that helped a lot on the immersion as well. And this one, the Lord of the Rings music really fitted this one, so I also recommend doing this for this one. And yeah, it was a whole adventure from beginning to end, and that was really pleasing. To the way he describes the battle, I also liked it a lot. So I for sure recommend everyone to read it.
Absolutely. So just to confirm, everyone, we've got Restro in fourth place with the Eternal Winter. We've got Trevor and Alyssa from Never Engine with Unbound Visions. Andrew with The Origin of the Killer Bees, and then Blarg with The Last Light. And what I will do, as I explained earlier, every single person who entered will win a common pixel tile, apart from the top 4, who are obviously going to be getting their individual prizes. I will reach out to you all via DM for your wallet addresses, and I'll compile them all together, send them to Vladik. Within the next 5 to 7 days, we will send them all over to you. Also, I will be reaching out to you in that same DM, asking you if you would like me to include your name on your particular entry, and I'm going to make a big PDF with all your entries so that the whole community can read them. I'm happy to do that anonymously if you would rather keep your name off your piece of work. However, if you'd like to put your name to it, that's absolutely fine too. And we encourage that because we'd love to see people talking about your story in the chat. And it'd be good for me, for example, to say, oh, look, go and check out a blog story, and he'll be able to read exactly which one it is. So yeah, congratulations to all the top 4 winners and all the people that entered. You're all going to get something out of it. And we really got something out of it by reading it too. So yeah, thank you very much all for spending your time doing it.
Thank you very much for all the entries. It was really inspiring to see you guys actually make entries with all your stories. It's when I read a fantasy that somehow we encourage for you guys to create, I feel like our mission statement as a company, it's being fulfilled right there. I mean, we're already winning when I feel like we're making people imagine and just enjoy altogether fantasy. So thank you for sharing it, and thank you for being part of this community. Well, I guess with that, the only thing left to do is to make the actual release.
Nah, don't worry about it. Just leave it for another day.
No, we just it's a last minute bug next month, guys. All right. Well, this is what is gonna happen. We're gonna release it in itch.io. There was some difficulties with Steam, which was the original place we wanted to release, but itch.io has been wonderful. You can download it directly there, or download the itch.io app, which will also help you install and manage the game. We'll be publishing updates to the game, hopefully weekly, after vacations. And yeah, please be part of Discord, be part of the conversation. Check it out, take pictures, play around with the different scenes that you can create. Give us all of your feedback and ideas. We'll be listening for sure. And I guess that's it. Thank you everyone for being part of this epic community and being part of this adventure. I hope to see you all in the Drunken Dragon. Thank you, guys.